Hello guys, welcome to my newest YouTube video. Today I'm presenting you Tier 9 American battleship Minnesota. It's the newest Tech 3 line which was added to the game, and as the title of the video said, this is so far my best game in Minnesota I played. I was quite struggling with Minnesota, to be honest. I can generally have like decent games around 115,000, 150,000 from this range. But I didn't have like a really excellent game. A lot of time the game either don't last too long or your flank collapses, so you are then exposed and killed. And I had also some games with Minnesota where I did like 50,000 damage, and that was it. So I was really glad that I had finally a good game with Minnesota. And the many reasons why I was a little bit struggling or feel like off is the 40-second reload. Right? Sometimes you will face the situation when there are ships giving you broadside, they are sailing just behind the island, and you need just that 1 second less time to actually shoot the ship, and so on and so on. So yeah, sometimes the 40 seconds is a struggle of the reload, right? So here we are playing on Okinawa map in domination mode, and I spawned in the mid. That's absolutely amazing for me, because on the you want with Minnesota is very slow. Your top speed is like 23 point something knots. So I want to stay in the middle of map. I don't want to push too far to the side. I just want to stay in the mid. So for my first salvo, I was shooting the broadsiding rune. Now we spotted the Kagero, so I might expect the torpedoes coming my direction, because the Kagero was going through the Bravo, and I'm trying to shoot the broadsiding targets. So now I saw Carolina. I used my spotter plane to get better view on the North Carolina, and I'm just watching where the enemy ships are, who is giving me broadside, and who I can actually shoot. Right, so the rune is running away angled, so I don't care about that one. Luckily, our Kagero killed the enemy Kagero, and therefore that was the reason why I feel now saved. And I noticed that they were trying to torp each other, so I know that there won't be coming any torpedoes in my direction, right? So still focusing the North Carolina, because she's presenting me like full broadside, right? And I'm hoping that somebody will spot her. And look, that was beautiful salvo, right? Two citadels, complete 5 pens, 2 overpens, 2 citadels, right? That was amazing salvo. And now, because I blocked her, she's forced to move, but she's still giving me a full broadside, and she doesn't see me, right? She cannot shoot back. She has only less than 5,000 hit points remaining, so I'm trying to finish her, because it's enemy battleship, and she is still dangerous. She can be still very dangerous and kill our cruisers or our other ships very quickly. And we finished her, right? So we had quite decent salvos already. We had 69,000 damage, and so I decided, okay, we have 2 destroyers on the left side, and there's Jean Bart, Rune, Itakaze, and Z46. So I will push a little bit forward. I'm still looking on the right side who is there, and if there is anyone who's presenting broadside. And they are giving me a lot of broadside, but this Georgia is actually reversing and trying to angle towards us. which is good because she was paying from her side. She was paying attention. Still, that was 7,000 damage salvo, and I didn't have a good shot on Jean-Bart and Rune, right? So I was like, okay, the Riga, the Georgia, these guys are giving me broadside. These I can try to shoot. The Riga is now going angling and going in because she noticed that North Carolina is pushing in, and the North Carolina is being focused by the Jean Bart rune, and also from Georgia and Riga from the side. So I don't want to follow. I want to follow the North Carolina, but I don't want to be that aggressive like he is. And I was waiting for the Riga to actually start turning. I was hoping that she is going to give a broadside, but luckily because I am running accuracy mode, not reload mode, uh, you can see even though she was nose in, I was able to hit her for 12,000 damage. So now she's forced to go away, and soon you can see that the Riga, Georgia, and the Jean Bart and Rune were actually focusing my North Carolina, and I knew that okay, I'm in trouble because the same ships will be focusing me, and you will see how quickly my hit points will start to melt when I get focused, right? So I'm definitely going towards the island. The Georgia was going this direction, therefore I'm no longer worried about the Georgia because the Georgia cannot lob shots over the island anymore, and I'm trying to get closer to the island. So if in case the Georgia decided to turn around and start guiding away, that she cannot lob the shots properly over the island. And you can see like with few salvos I lost like 35% hit points. Now there is a fire on me and the carrier is going after me, so you will see like my hit points will go away so fast. Minnesota really doesn't like to be shot at. Even though I'm trying to angle against the Jambar is still getting full pants. And suddenly I'm half health. Now I'm eating torpedoes, luckily no floodings. I put down the one fire, and here the Jambar did quite a mistake. He was still giving like full broadside, could turn in and not give that much broadside or turn out, and I would have struggled. But luckily, because he was giving me broadside and sail behind the island, I was actually able to now get undetected. No longer will be probably focused. There's also Soyuz now next to me, so I have even more AA in my disposition, and I asked for anti-aircraft support, and you can see our carrier actually was listening and gave us the fighters. Therefore, I immediately thanked him, and now I have the time to actually heal myself and sail above the islands, right? I'm noticing, alright, there are torpedoes coming. So the Orkan is probably somewhere near the middle, so I believe those were Orkan torpedoes. And now I'm trying to sail back to the north, and I know that I need to be focusing only the ships on the left side because the like the Friedrich the Grosse and Lion, because the Georgia, Rune, Riga, they are out of position. There is an island between me and them, and they will have troubles to hit me. So now I will try to hit Friedrich the Grosse, and a lion if I will spot him, or if my team will spot him. Unfortunately, I missed a little bit. Uh, the Friedrich actually turned to the right, so and towards me, therefore dodged my salvo, and I got only one weapon, I believe. So that was not nice. And now I'm trying to actually again use my spotter plane and try to get rid of the Riga. I predicted that she will turn out, so I'm trying to get rid of it because she is a radar cruiser, right? And if we have destroyer alive, then the Riga can cause some troubles to it. Unfortunately, my aim was a little bit off. I was actually not adjusting properly, and the Riga was fast enough, and my shell hit her on the rear side of the ship. And I didn't have any good targets right now, but the carrier was giving me full broadside, right? So I start aiming at the carrier, and I'm keeping distance from the enemy destroyers. Now, again, I was trying to. The game was showing me that my shots are like going there like 15.6 seconds. So I aimed around that time, but that was not enough. I again hit the midway. I hit the midway to her rear section, so I adjusted my aim and shot one more time, and this time the salvo will be way better, and you can see 5 full pans, 1 citadel hit, dead carrier, which creates, which is very good because now we actually don't need to care about the carrier. There is nobody else can like cause a big significant issue. There's a Brindisi in front of me trying to run away from Lion, and the Alsace was also running away. But I still want to have here the ship, right? At least one battleship which can actually deal with the enemy, because we want to have crossfire, right? And if we are all in the place where the Soyuz is and Drake, for example, then we won't have enough crossfire. The Brindisi is causing quite a big distraction to Lion, so I can freely farm the Lion and try to get rid of him. Unfortunately, I don't think I will kill him. I will get him really low. And this game, there are several times, yeah, there are several times where I got ship very low but didn't finish. Right, so I was unlucky. Now I know that the Brindisi finished Lion with his salvo, right? Because he needed to deal 2000 damage. Now it's the time for getting rid of Friedrich the Grosse. Friedrich is focused by me, by the Brindisi, and by our carrier, and he's actually not paying full attention to me. Probably he was not looking on the minimap, and he gave me full broadside. Right? He gave me full broadside. He was trying to probably turn the turrets towards the Brindisi, but that was a mistake because that was like 12,000 salvo. And I already have the Confederate AVAR for this salvo, and we dealt already 205,000 damage. Brindisi is again shooting the Friedrich, and now I will be trying to kill him again. The next battleship try to kill, and again unlucky. 950 50 damage remains. I aimed a little bit too high. I needed a little bit more penetrations and a little bit less of overpans. I got 6 overpans, right? And now I start switching to high explosives because I know that now I'm going for the risky situation. There are 2 enemy destroyers. We still know about those. And the rune. The rune isn't that big problem. The Riga isn't a big problem. the two destroyers are very big problem for me. And luckily, I'm not detected, and I can't be detected right now because they don't have any carriers, and the Z-46 is sitting in the smoke, and Orkan is somewhere behind the smoke, or even somewhere next to the left side. So I won't be detected, right? The carrier is trying to blind drop the enemy destroyer. I'm immediately when the Z-46 is spotted, I'm shooting. Now we know that Riga has only 200 hit points, and the Orkan has also 1,200 hit points, so he's very low. So luckily, the only ship which has a lot of hit points is the Rune, right? So now Orkan is undetected, Riga is undetected. The only ship we can hit is Rune, so we will hit the Rune. I still kept the high explosive shells loaded. It would be better if I could shoot AP on the Rune, right? But most likely the Drake will be shooting high explosive at the Rune, so now I force him to use damage gun, right? Because I set him on 2 fires. Therefore, any fire on him will actually kill him. And yikes, we ate 2 torpedoes from the Orkan. Luckily, they are not that strong. And yeah, immediately when I reloaded my front turrets, I am shooting at the Orkan. But it was actually Brindisi who finished the Orkan, and I'm trying to turn my rear turrets towards the Rune to shoot. I was able to shoot, but the game ended. Right, so let me show you the screen with the result. So here it is. In total, we were able to sink 3 ships. We were able to deal 232,000 damage there. It earned us almost 900,000 credits. I had some flags. Well, I was using my special economic flags, almost all of them. So therefore, for this game, we received 28, almost 29,000 experience and 60, more than 16,000 free XP. And the damage we dealt actually awarded us with Confederate and high caliber achievements. And let me show you the team standings. We end up being first on the experience, and we receive more than 2,800 base XP for this game. And the last thing will be my build on the Minnesota. Here is my Minnesota in the port. Right, so let's go directly to equipment. In regards to the equipment, in the first slot, you're not losing actually the main guns. Not that often, even though this game I lost, like the genre was able to temporarily disable one of my turrets. But we are not losing them that often. Therefore, I went for the secondary battery survivability and AA mount survivability, mainly for the AA mount survivability, because the Minnesota has defensive AA fire, and she got actually quite decent decent AAs, so you gonna shoot down some planes. It's not like that you will never the tier 10 carrier will never drop you. He can, but if you will be facing, for example, tier 8 carrier, then the tier 8 carrier, he will do one drop, but he will lose the planes. Right? So definitely survivability of your EA mounts is good to have. Second slot, damage control system modification, because the cooldown on your damage control party is 80 seconds, and it's really long time, and it's really easy to set Minnesota on fire and from Minnesota with HE. So yeah, you will burn a lot, so you want the risk of catching fires as low as possible. Next one is turret traverse. For sure, there's nothing better. You have enough range on your main battery guns, so, and you have spotter plane. Consumable, you don't need range from these things. The AA guns, yeah, this is a joke. This upgrade is joke, and you are not building this for secondaries, so don't you? The only one usable is the main battery modification 2. Fourth slot, damage control system 2, decreasing the time of fires and floodings, very good. And fifth slot, well, of course, concealment. There's nothing better, I would say. Yeah, torpedo lookout system. You are so slow that you will have troubles to dodge torpedoes. If you spot torpedoes and you are not already angled away, then you have no chance to dodge them. You won't be able to turn the ship at time. And action time of ships consumables. No, I think the consumable is better to have longer heal. The only thing you would, which would benefit you really the most would be the longer heal, but the heal, you don't have the really fast reloading heal, and your heal is weaker than on, for example, Montana or Iowa, so improving it instead of concealment, yeah, I don't think so. I would go for the concealment. And the last slot, there are two options you can go. Somebody goes for reload time, main battery reload time minus 12%, which put your reload to somewhere towards 36 seconds, right? And of course, then it can be improved in addition with the adrenaline rush, with the adrenaline rush skill. So you can go for that. I personally went for the accuracy upgrade. Therefore, I have better dispersion, and you could see that during this game, some of the shells were really like laser pointed towards my target, and the dispersion, especially the vertical dispersion, was amazing. So if ships gives you broadside, you will hit it basically all over from the bow to stern, and you can get multiple citadels. So the salvos are very nice, right? And let's go to the commander. Right now I have 17 point captain on the Minnesota, and it went like priority target, expert marksman. Then I went superintendent, concealment expert. Then I immediately jumped with 12 point captain. I basically jumped immediately back to adrenaline rush to have better reload, to improve my reloads. Because whenever I take damage, and you will take a lot of damage when you are being focused, you could see that on in this game. When the Jean Bard and the room start focusing me, I was basically melting. I was like half hit points very soon, and I was even angling or trying to angle against the Jeanbart, and the Jeanbart has only 380 millimeters guns, which usually got a lot of ricochets. If I was sitting in Iowa or Montana and was angled like that, the Jeanbart would be getting only ricochets with those 380 millimeter guns. Only damage he could potentially do me where I, where I would be sitting in Iowa was the damage which would help, or the shells which would hit the superstructure. That would be the only damage that he could do to me when I was dead angled, right? But in Minnesota, because you are so chubby, the ship is so wide that even when you are angling, you're presenting still enough flat armor to actually arm the shells and eat those full pans. So my next skill for the 16-point captain, fire prevention. You will burn a lot. The enemy ships like to farm Minnesotas because uh, they are very slow ships. Uh, that applies to Kansas, Vermont too, right? To tier 8 and tier 10 too. So you want fire prevention, and you want as the last basics of survivability to even further decrease the fires of at the time the fire stick. Okay, so that was my captain. I can even show you probably the ship parameters. So as you can see, the armor, you have 38 millimeters of the armor. But even though if you are angling like this it's like this thing, especially this part, is still like presenting a lot of flat armor, so you can get hit by like here in this section, and the nose is only 32 millimeters, right? So somebody who can overmatch 32 millimeters uh, will be shooting you directly straight into the nose. Because look at this here, those are 32 millimeters, and behind that is the citadel. So they can even citadel it from the front if they want to, right? And the citadel armor 38 millimeters. You can get deleted, right? So it's better to at least try to angle so you can show this 38 millimeters of plating, and hope that you are not getting too much sight, right? That you are like showing like this, so they can still hit you through here, and they will get full pans, and even might get still the lucky citadel hit. But it's not like that, because this is straight citadel hit. If he's aiming for waterline and he hits the nose, that's straight citadel. And if you are giving too much broadside like that, then again he can citadel you from this side. Even though there is like icebreaker, but usually from this side, uh, the ships, if you are fighting in the close range, has enough punch to punch actually through that. So be careful about that. As you can see, it's really fat ship, and it's really difficult to actually angle properly without getting full broadside. And also you're really tall, so people don't even need to aim for the studders. If you are aiming like somewhere here, as you can see, where my cruiser is, you will be getting still full pants because the ship is fat. Therefore, on other ships which could be actually potentially overpants, here on this ship, those are full pants. So you don't even need to aim at citadel level on Minnesota. It's even better and less riskier to aim somewhere in here. That means really above citadel, and you still won't get full overpants. You will get full pants. So guys, this is it from my side for today. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. Like it if you like it. If you don't, subscribe, and see you later, guys. Bye.